All right. Welcome back to NHL 17. My name is Jordan Nichman, and this is Red Wings GM mode. Now, we just finished the 2025-26 playoffs. We had a 3-0 lead on the Tampa Bay Lightning, who knocked us out last year. They knocked us out 2 years in a row. They came back from 3-0 down to win the series and eliminate us. And you felt like if we made it past that series, we had a chance to do some damage, and we couldn't get it done. So, in this video, or in this live stream here, we will be doing the draft, which will not be as important as in years past. Hang on a second. Alright. There we go. Okay, yeah, we'll be doing the draft and free agency in this video. And we're gonna waste no time, but we will show you what we're working with in terms of our roster right now. This is what we have. Nolan Patrick, Dylan Larkin, Evgeny Svechnikov, they're the top line. Ideally, they're not going anywhere. The second line up for debate, but really it's probably Gallagher as opposed to Marner. Gallagher, Mantha, Malhotra. Mantha could flop between the first and second line. He can play anywhere. Third line, we got the youngins. If they really are still youngins, not really anymore. Marner at 28, Hischier at 27, who's really probably destined for the AHL at this point. I know it's just a name that's well known, but Nico Hischier just really hasn't grown for us, so I really don't know how big he's going to be of the future of this team. Fourth line, also up for debate. Probably Kozlov would be on the third line, so then the fourth line, if we could improve here, that'd be really big. And defensively, just not the growth that I would have liked to see. Ryan Merkley's now an 86, but he was -5 in the playoffs. Ty Smith was also minus. Nothing going on with those two. I think we need more defensive defensemen, honestly, because we only have these guys, and they're two-way defenders. They're not really defensemen. So, Drew Doughty at 36. I think he's got... This is his last year, so we'll have to see if we want to re-sign Drew Doughty. And then, of course, we have Matt Murray in net. I never checked and show you guys Matt Murray because you guys know he's there. So we're going to do the draft. I think the first pick we have is in round number 4. We used a lot of our draft picks to acquire players at the deadline. Drew Doughty, the main one. So we will simulate up to the draft. Grand Rapids still playing? In the Calder Cup playoffs or something? We don't even know how the lottery is going to fall, but we don't have a first-round pick anyway, so. It's not about the draft. It's not about growing the organization right now. It's about getting players that can help this team win. And right now, they're not doing it. Might as well scout. Is this the draft that we had? Yeah, that we had the defenseman from... the defenseman from the rest of world region. I kind of want to take him. Keep current ticket prices. Who cares? The fans deserve a winner. See? We lost to the eventual Stanley Cup champion, the Tampa Bay Lightning. They kicked our ass through games 4 all the way through game 7. They absolutely killed us. We were not very good. Let's see. Washington gets the top pick. Oh, boy. Oh, we didn't improve our concessions enough for our GM. Oh, no. Or our owner, rather. Oh, no. James Van Riemsdyk retiring? No, his deal's up anyway. So, doesn't matter. His contract is up. Thank the Lord. I think we just suffered through 5 years of James Van Riemsdyk. So here we go. We will start the NHL entry draft, if I can speak properly. and see if we have anything to trade for the number 1 overall. I mean, nobody's got any value on this team. Nolan Patrick must have a contract year here. Oh, we got a lot of big-time players that are going to be asking for pay raises. We might be in trouble in this offseason. In terms of draft picks, I can still trade away the 30 and the 29, but the 28 and the 27 I'd like to hang on to. At least for now, we may trade them away later. It's like I said, it's not about the draft here. I just wanted to see what Washington might want, because you can get an NHL-ready player from that number 1 spot. Anywhere else, not really. It's going to take about a year. So we'll sim. Steven Stamkos retired, right, with a Stanley Cup, huh? Interesting. Braden Holtby's done. Wow. 3rd round, pick number 20. Okay, so we get a pick a round sooner than I thought. If we are able to find anybody decent here, I'd be amazed. We do have a top 6 guy here, Adrian Wojnarowski. We have Lee Vandenbussche, Robinson Halischuk. What about that rest of world defenseman? I mean, I'm going to take him. It's just well, we can wait till round 7. Let's go for what looks like the sure thing. Let's go with the top 6. Low top 4. That ain't bad. So he might be able to help us next year in year number 3 of the 3-year window. He may be able to help us. Maybe. Let's see here. I mean, I'm looking for more sure things right now. Players that are ready. Kind of in a interesting spot here. Exact top 9 sniper. Might as well. Might as well. Oh, nope. I don't want to trade for that pick. I don't want it. I don't want it. Get this draft done as quickly as possible. Sim to the re-sign phase. Not sim to the re-sign phase, but get to the re-sign phase, where we are going to have a lot of work to do. What do we got? We got a fringe starter. Tommy Thorenson. I love my Swedish defenseman. Let's get one. 7th. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's the 5th round. What do you expect? Late 5th round, too. Might as well be the 6th. Alright, so we do have a 6th. Oh, do we have 2 6th? I think we might. Oh, we could go get there's Swedes galore here. Got a Magnuson. We have a right winger, and we have another defenseman, Olis. We got 2 defensemen. Magnuson's defenseman. Swedish defenseman, man. I don't know. I have to. Oh, that's low top 6. It's not bad. That could definitely have been worse. So, again, if we're lucky, he might be able to provide some depth next year. What? This is a 7th round, ain't it? Nope, this is still 6th round. So we can go ahead and pick up our Swedish winger here. It's all Swede draft, apparently. Low bottom 6, I can survive. And then the first time in this GM mode that I've seen anybody in this area, the rest of the world, AHL top 2 exact, I had to. I should have saved him for this pick, but whatever. Let's take a flyer on an unknown, huh? None league interest on any of these guys. Oops. Who do we get? Jacqueezy. Oh, we have to. Tiny What? What is this name? Tiny Jaqueezy. What? He's an AHL top 4. Oh, what did we just see? Oh, man. We might have a new Be a Pro character, honestly. Oh, man. Tiny Jaqueezy. What a name. Oh, hey, our defense grew. That's cool. How long will we be streaming for? I don't know. Who knows? We'll find out. All right, here's a critical part of the offseason. I called this a critical offseason because we have so many players that we have to re-sign. Drew Doughty, I'd like to, and the problem is we're about halfway through our cap space already. So we need to make decisions on who we need more so than anybody. The good thing about this is we got a lot of guys that we can tender contracts to, just qualify offers to. I mean, Mantha's a big part of this team, so we're just going to offer him what he wants. Nolan Patrick, same deal. That's a little bit less than I expected. These guys, we can qualify their offers. I mean, if they leave, then we get draft pick compensation, but that's not really what we want. Qualify all those offers to guys we know we want to re-sign. Drew Doughty. For 3 years. He's still 91, so I think I can justify that. But I'm going to try and get this down to 2 years. I mean, he wants more money if the deal's shorter. So we'll go 3 years. I mean, that's outside the window anyway. So we at least have him. All the important guys have had offers sent to them. Oh, not Ivani. We do want Ivani. We want... Oh, Malhotra's not up for a contract. Do we re-sign Ratty and Eriksson Ek? I'm going to let Eriksson Ek go. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, honestly. Ratty is 33. I mean, if we don't re-sign him, we can get somebody that's just as good. Nico Hischier, he wants 1 year at $1 million. I mean, he can get up to an 80, 81 overall, so he's a fourth line depth player, really. James Van Riemsdyk, absolutely not. You are done getting paid by me. Qualifying offer to this guy. He could be able to make some plays for us this year. Who are you? What the hell is this guy? I don't even remember taking somebody with an actual face. Alright, let's just get back out of this and simulate a day and find out who's re-signed. If there's anybody that we need to get. Mantha, Doughty, Robertson, Hischier, Patrick. Was there anybody else that was up for a re-sign? Gallagher, Merkley, Smith. I mean, look at we're already up against the cap, man. We're gonna be in some trouble. Anybody else? Nope. Victor Webb is signed. Preston Haynes. Who cares about the Pro Scout? Okay, so now we're in some intriguing territory here because we have guys that did not sign and they opted for free agency. So Tyson Barrie is an option. He's a little bit more expensive than I would like. So odds are we're just going to have to re-sign Merkley here. Just give him that. Gallagher, I mean, he's going to have to be... We're going to have to sign him. 4 years. Let's give him exactly what he wants. Well, a little bit more. Just because we are really up against the cap. Oh my gosh, so many guys that opted for free agency, dude. I hate this. Nick Leddy's 35. That's not really a deal I'm comfortable with. Oh, Jonathan Drew in. Oh, we'll see what we can get away with here. Anybody that's like an absolute stud that we could, you know, place. Ivan Provorov, 29 years old, exact elite. Kind of a weak free agent period. A lot of the games, or a lot of the players that, you know, we let go are some of the top free agents. But the thing to consider is that if we don't get those players back, we do get draft pick compensation that we can then trade away if necessary. So Augustin's on. Gallagher. Uh-oh. Merkley's on. Okay, so we did lose Ola Ledden. That could be a problem. That could be a problem. Ledden. We really don't have the cap space for him. Let's see. See what we can finagle here. I mean, I knew we were going to be in trouble trying to, even with the JVR cap space freed up, I knew we were going to be in trouble because there's a lot of guys that are due for pay raises. So, anybody that we could get rid of. I mean, Drew Doughty's taking up a lot of cap. Mitch Marner. Anaheim's interested in him. Do we give up on Marner? Do we officially give up on Mitch Marner? Let's take a look at his stats here. Because last year, he was like a minus 24. Or something crazy like that. Let's take a look at full career stats. Yeah, I mean, he was minus 26, which was a career low. And he didn't even score... He scored 67 points. 51 assists. I mean, he's not really like a bona fide stud. I don't think now is the time to give up on Mitch Marner. I mean, Nico Hischier, but he's re-signed. On the bright side, we got the draft pick compensation for... Who was it that didn't re-sign? Augustin? Was it Augustin or was it Ty Smith? I don't know who it was. Ty Smith wasn't a free agent, was he? Oh, shit, he was. Our defense is going to be rough next year, boys. We're really going to have to trade. We're going to have to put all the draft picks that we have into defense. All of them. All of them. Well, let's see who we can re-sign. Can we even re-sign Bigris? He wants 2.55. Well, that's exactly the cap space we have. If anybody else is interested in him, they're gonna snipe him. Some days here. You have the necessary salary cap to match their offer and retain his services. We'll match it because he's going to be important. Bigger's rejected, but it's not because of cap space, so we might have the opportunity to sign somebody else. Oh, hell no. Well, let's see what happens with our two studly defensemen. And we're going to get nothing for them. Unless they choose to accept our qualifying offers. Ooh. There we go. See, Ola Lenton's been tendered an offer by the Carolina Hurricanes, and we do not have the necessary cap offer or cap space to match their offer. So they're going to give us a first and a third in next year's draft. I will take that compensation because that's more value, just free value, that we can use to trade for somebody. And, I mean, Mitch Marner's going to have to probably go in the deal to free up the cap space, but, I mean, it's going to be necessary. We have to do it. Don't know. It's getting to be a little murky, boys. I don't know if this is going to be a winning GM mode or not. Ivani, we won't receive any compensation. Well, then we're going to freaking match the offer. Jesus. Good deal. I don't know if we've ever lost anybody to restricted free agency. Let's just sim to next season, just so we can get any other deals like that out of the way. And then we will figure out what we have to do. 78 overall defenseman. Jesus. And we'll figure out what we have to do to get this team back to a decent level. Our defense is already higher than it was at the start of last year. Well, it's all up to Ty on that. It's all up to Ty Smith on what he wants to do. He wants to come back, sign that qualifying offer. If we even have the cap space for it anymore, because we signed a whole bunch of players, I'd gladly take him. That way we're only losing out on one defenseman and not all of them. Some other guy we didn't actually extend a contract offer to. Signed, okay. Woo, an extra $0.073 million. Wee. Well, there it is. So, let's browse the trade blocks for young, cheap defensemen. Really, anybody at this point. See, we need guys that are able to play now. And these guys are not it. Martin Jones, we don't need a goaltender. It's worse than Matt Murray anyway. Stepan, Ben, they're too expensive. Jamie Benn is really taking a hit. He's 81 overall. Andrew Shaw, he's going to be too expensive. Tyson Barrie, probably too. And besides, Andrew Shaw's like a fourth liner. Tavares with 4 years left at $9 million. No thank you. He's got too much value tied up in him anyway. That'd make our offense a little bit more studly than it is. And there is nothing going on. Tyler Johnson's now under 80 overall. Glad I didn't re-sign him. Braden Shen. Carlson. Nothing. Alright, we got to do it on our own. Although Ty Smith's still free agent, if I'm not mistaken. So he's still going to be in here. Who's this, Jaden Schwartz? 34 years old. He wants $8 million. $8 million dues. Ty Smith take like a really bad contract? You'd be helping me out a ton, buddy. You'd be helping me out a whole bunch. But there's no way in hell he does that. Unless he's just looking to play. You simply have not offered me the dollars I feel are deserved. Whoa, did that say he's 88 overall now? Is that what that said? That better not be what that said. Fucking hell, can I just find the right menu, please? I'm pretty sure that's what it said. It was 88 overall. No, he's 85. I don't know what I just saw then. Donskoy, Krug, yeah, none of that. Alright. Find a young, studly defenseman. It's in Anaheim, I'd love that. Defenseman. We need guys. They're cheapest. Not gonna happen in Anaheim. I mean, this guy could be, but he's got a lot of value in him. A couple of medium elites here. This guy could be ready to play next year, so I don't really know if that's a good deal or not. 80 overall. Got a Landeskog. Is that our old Landeskog? Yeah, it is. He ended up in Arizona. Okay, interesting. Boston. Young, cheap defensemen who are 80 plus. Not happening on this team. Buffalo, probably not here either. Oh, hell no. Carolina, it's going to be interesting. Nope, nothing there. I mean, we might be alright. I mean, I don't want to just kind of lay down and just kind of settle. I don't really want to do that. Get Hall. Hall who? Taylor Hall? Yeah, see, there's our defense back down to 87 with our goaltending. So we're actually a worse... Oh, Jesus. And we don't have a whole lot of players we can put in those spots, too. Yeah, this team might be bad. This team might be bad. I'm going to bring up Russ Malhotra. Let's just go to roster moves now. Hopefully we have the cap space to do so. Oh, this is going to help our defense problem big time. And then Malhotra will be over the cap, so we'll drop some nobodies down. Corbeil. And let's drop Webb. Friggin' hell. Okay. We'll do it this way. No. Malhotra. There we go. And then any other... Is that really all we have? Oh, Jesus. That Griffins team is going to be atrocious. Yeah, we must have let a whole lot of guys go. Taylor Hall. Take a look. See if we can find him. Alright, let's edit the lines. Let's see how bad they're going to be. I don't even care. We'll go best lines in the AHL. And then in the NHL, it's going to be brutal, boys. Alright, let's try on defense. Actually, the defense might not be so bad. That might be our strong point for once. Drew Doughty is an 89. Merkley's still 86. Augustin and Liljegren grew. That's good. Augustin's still at 84. Bottom ain't so bad. We got Marr and Daigle, or whatever, however we're going to say his name. Then this is where it gets interesting. We can put Malhotra in here. Anybody else? No centers. No right wingers. Yeah, this is just going to have to be the team. Marner fell to an 84. Let's put him with Patrick and Mantha. Move Kozlov down. It looks like he can play center. Kozlov can play center. Larkin can play with Gallagher and Svechnikov, who fell. Nolan Patrick, Mantha, Marner, Kozlov. Yeah, this bottom six is fucking terrible. I mean, we're in some rough cap space right here, so it might be an interesting season. Well, boys, no, yeah. To make the chat happy, we'll go try to find Taylor Hall, but we'd have to send somebody the other way. We just want forwards. Oh, not fucking our team. See if he's still in Jersey. If he's not in Jersey, I'm not going to spend forever looking for him. Oh, no way in hell. No way in hell. He's probably way too expensive at $7 million. I don't think there's any possible way. Marner's going to have to be involved, but simply from a cap space perspective, we're still over the cap by $1 million. Ivani's going to have to go. Oh, that just puts us over the cap, and then we're going to have to put in draft picks. Hopefully the Hurricanes are terrible and we get a top 10 pick. That'd be nice. No. Well, let's hang on to that pick. Oh, I forgot. We keep getting these new picks. They'd have more than 45 skaters, so let's take on just a garbage deal. I mean, this deal's terrible. I don't know if I really want to do this. They don't want Ivani. What is Taylor Hall overall-wise? He's an 89. I mean, I feel like we could get better, though. Let's take a look. Let's find some stats here. I know there's not going to probably be anything in there, but I'm not really looking for statistics. I'm just looking for, players. Looking for names. And no data. Yeah, go figure. I just want to look at a whole list of players that I would go acquire. Come on, game. All right, let's sim the preseason. All but one game of the preseason, so we have some stats to go take a look at. Maybe if we do well in the preseason, we'll just roll with it how we have it. Since we actually have 2 first-round picks now, we better actually scout seriously this year. 4-2 loss. Yep, there it is. 5-1 loss. Offense is worse than last year. The defense stood pat pretty much. 3-1 win. I mean, we can't actually take those draft picks. We have to trade them. I mean, if the 3-year window is a set in stone plan, we have to trade away our assets. That's what we got to do. All right, so we have some stats that we can look at now. We can take a look at good players that we might be able to acquire. Look at Gallagher leading the team in points. I love it. Leading point producers. I mean, nobody seems to be growing over 89. Who is this guy? Roop Hintz, 29 years old. Jody Sutter, not really that high overall. Jurgen Priesing, he could be cheap. Francois Parise. Oh, the Minnesota Wild have another Parise. He's 22 years old. And he's making some money. This could be... He could be a guy, if his value's not too high, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be up there. He could be the guy we acquire on offense to make our team better. Make the top 6 just absolutely studly. Let's see if the Minnesota Wild will be interested in dealing him. Was this the guy? Oh, look at that value. Oh, God. Yeah, it's an uphill battle, boys. That trade value is going to be hard. It's going to be really hard. Well, where is he? Mitch Marner has to be a part of the deal. They're actually interested in him, which is odd. Draft pick wise, I mean, it's going to take a few. It's going to take that one, and that one. Maybe not. Hang on a minute. Let's get that 29 out of there. That actually puts the value relatively even. Get Nylander instead. He's a god. Is he, though? I don't know. Let's see how... if this doesn't go through, and even if it does, I might check that trade out. I mean, this guy's cheaper. Oh, it's a defenseman. It fills a need. He's not even a forward. I thought he was a forward. This deal's even better. I have to now. The value looks just about good. Let's see if this goes. Isn't very interesting. Doesn't meet our block needs all that well. Well, shit. Okay. What else do you want? Guy's a defenseman. I didn't even know that. Can't give away Nolan Patrick. You don't think a trade with Ty Smith, someone that ain't even on the team, will do it, right? Like, there's no way. That's probably going to make the deal worse. It's league approved. Didn't think so. Well, it's going to be a little bit more difficult than we thought. We could trade Tiny Jacuzzi, but he's got no value. I wish he did. Alright, so second round picks too. I mean, they've got something with them. Okay. Man, I really wish this deal would go through. I really wish that deal would go through, but I think he might just be a little bit too expensive for us. Alright, William Nylander was suggested. Let's see if he's still on Toronto. He is. Ooh, he's an 86, and he's a bit cheaper. And he's better than Mitch Marner. Let's try and acquire the Super Swede. Let's give it a go. He's actually pretty damn good. Alright, so it's going to take Marner. Oh, that's still not putting us under the cap. That ain't good. That ain't good. They're literally interested in everybody, though. So if we can get away with sending someone on the AHL team. I mean, we're going to need Ivani, so it can't be him. DeLeo. It could be him. They have more than 45 skaters. I mean, this trade wouldn't go through straight up, would it? Without draft picks? Nope. No way. Alright, draft picks it is. But luckily for us, we're still going to have some that we can get rid of. We are destroying this team's future with the 32 draft pick. They're interested in everything. Oh, we're still over the cap? Are you kidding me? Alright. And we can't even retain salary. That player really is necessary, ain't he? Alright, let's get a guy with a little bit lower salary. You. Wait, who would have more than 45 skaters? Is this guy not signed? Yeah, he's not signed. He's a restricted free agent, looks like. Okay, so we can stick with this guy and then add on just anybody. Not Jaqueezi. That name is too beautiful, and he's not signed to a deal anyway. Are you fucking kidding me? That probably kills this deal's chance of succeeding. This deal. This is going to be a hard one to stick through. Look at how close we are. Doesn't meet our trade block needs. So we can't even get friggin' Nylander. I mean, I'd go a second round pick, but that's about all I'm doing for an 86 overall. An additional second. And that's probably not going to do it. Oh! I stand corrected. Okay. William Nylander, welcome to the squad. Where is he? Is he already with the? He's already with the team. Okay. I didn't think that was going to work. Tony Ivani, the captain. Yeah, no thanks. Wow. I didn't see that coming at all. Okay. What about defensemen? Are we good? Aguason, Merkley, Doughty, Liljegren, Marr, Diagle. I mean, we could trade one of these top guys and just go after an absolute stud to fill out that top two. Like, trade away probably an Aguason. A little bit less cap space, which is unfortunate. Trade away Aguason for... I'm going to play around with this a little bit. Oddly enough, the one team that I want him to go to, they're not interested. Okay. You kidding me? We're over the cap? I guess this guy's got a big-time deal. Let's give that a go. And then, I mean, we'd be selling out. We would be... I mean, these would be the moves for the year. I mean, I don't think this goes through. I don't think it does. Nope. I don't think they're interested in anything we have either. Especially the like, defensemen that we're looking to give away. No, they're really not, I don't think. Marr and Diago are the only ones that even intrigue them. Alright, let's go back to that list and see... like who's producing right now and see our overall ratings. Our offense is at 91, so it fell, but our defense is at 90, I believe. And we're gonna have to edit our lines too. We're gonna have to make some changes. Whoops, I selected the wrong one. Entire league. There we go. We can sort it just by defenseman since we acquired our forward for the year. This guy's gonna be too expensive. This guy was undrafted. That's unbelievable. See, they do happen. Not everyone is straight up. Hampus Lindholm's a 92 overall. He's gonna be friggin' expensive. Adam Thielander. Too expensive. We need a guy on a rookie deal. Which I don't think we're going to find. Can we sort this by age? I doubt it. Rookie defenseman? Rookie skaters, I guess, is what we have to go by. I mean, we could just make the offense ridiculous. 84, 81, 76. Oh, Jesus. I want this guy so bad. What do we have to give up for him? Francois Parise. I mean, if we could get him, that would be so freaking clutch. Samu Allen. Stephen Petrie. We're looking for stud rookies. And then now we're going down. Oh, what were you? 82. Rick Raleigh. Top 6. It's a rookie, huh? From the New Jersey Devils. Let's find this guy. This is intriguing. I know he's not a defenseman, but if his value is low, because he's not really valued all that high, if his value's low, we could acquire him for somebody similar. The New Jersey Devils, huh? Rick Raleigh. And I'm liking what I see. He's nowhere in sight. Way down here with no value to his name. Maybe that's for a reason. What is he? What is he? Right winger? So let's sort this specifically by right wingers. I don't think we have a whole ton. Mantha and Ivani are the only ones that are even going to sniff the NHL this year. Actually, Strumbalumbalumbalopoulos over here is getting to the point where he might be able to. 74 overall. That's actually a lot better than I expected him to be. Left wingers: Svechnikov, Gallagher, Malhotra, Kozlov, Backstrom. Who the hell is this guy? Unsigned, though. Centers, we have Larkin, Patrick, Nylander, and then some nobodies. They're actually interested in Ty Smith. What the hell? That doesn't help us out cap-wise. Damn it. Shit. Okay. What do we got to do here? So we have Doughty, Merkley, Liljegren, Augustin. We really need Marr. I guess we don't need him. But get us under the cap. Even if we acquire a garbage player. And this is without even doing anything crazy. The value on this is weird for a player that I want. Let's see. What can we get out of this? I doubt we can get it first. Oh, that's actually really close. If we throw a second in here, our second next year, they're interested in everything, but they aren't interested. They don't want to give away what we want. So, yeah, didn't think so. So let's take this out. And that, for that matter. And just try for a second. Just to get the value close again. I'd be happy with this. There we go. Yeah, Nico Hischier turned out to be a big bust in my simulation. Like a big bust. He's terrible. I have to call Ivani up. But we're over the freaking cap. Jesus. Send you down. And bring up Ivani. Oh my god. Can I bring him up now? Yes. Alright, let's edit these lines. Yeah, Nico Hischier was a big bust. I mean, he still is a big bust. He's still here. But he's 80 overall. So now we have Raleigh to put in here Rick Raleigh and Tony Ivani. Substituting all lines. Do we have anybody that we can put for this guy? I mean, we're getting to the point where it's getting close. Left winger. Anybody down here? Fuck off, best lines. Anybody down here that we can... I mean, Webb, if we really needed him to. Best lines down here. I'm going to swap back to the NHL if I can. This frickin' game is broken sometimes. So what did that do? Our offense is up to 93 again. Our defense is at 89. Our goaltending is at 87. About what we've been hovering around. And I thought we had somebody in here that could play. Yeah, Ishii. Yeah. Nico Ishii. And then defensively, what do we got? Oh. I need to acquire another defenseman so bad. That's gonna be difficult to do. I mean, we're in a cap space spot here. Do we just go all in and acquire that defenseman from Minnesota with just a boatload of picks and like AJ Aguason or somebody? Defenseman on our side. Trade away Aguason. Put him in the deal. Not Anaheim, goddammit. And then this is going to be the final crack at this deal. Otherwise, it's just not going to happen. Parise. And then, oh, Jesus, it puts us over the cap. So we can only put a max of 3 draft picks in here. 3 number 1 picks. Which actually puts the value there, but I just don't know if they're going to be interested in this trade. Something has to go the other way still. How much are we over the cap? By about... look like 6. So if we just, like, add anybody... Not Raleigh. Can't send him. Not Liljegren. Not Kozlov. Now we're getting into the expensive guys. Can't send Ivani. What about you? Oh, they have more. This frickin' trade is gonna be the death of me. Oh, it'd go through. Yeah. Not gonna happen. Maybe later in his career. Maybe next year. So I think that's gonna have to do it for our off season. At least for now. Take a look at what we got. Hopefully that 4th line center grows to like an 80 overall or something better. What is he? 23 years old, bottom 6. He should grow a little bit. So this is what we're going to go into the season rocking. I mean, Nylander's the center. He wants to be on the 2nd line. So does Nolan Patrick. So do you. Kozlov, 2nd line. Malhotra, depth. I'm going to move Nylander to the wing. And Kozlov, because he's got 76 on faceoffs, he can suffice there. Move him there. We might be able to get by. And then defensively, our 6th defenseman really is what he is. Jonathan Galvin. He might be under 80 overall right now, but hopefully by the time it's trade deadline-ish, he will have increased just a little bit. So we're getting this one there, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Did some good things in this one. I took somebody's advice and traded for William Nylander, which I didn't expect was actually going to go. Mitch Marner is gone. All those minuses he took last year are no longer, and he can be happy going back to Toronto. And we've traded for yet another Toronto Maple Leafs young stud. So we're going to end this one there. Thank you guys for hanging out. Like I said, we will see you for some MLB The Show coming up next. Let's do some franchise mode. Let's do something. I don't know what I want to do yet. I don't know what I want to do. We probably should do franchise mode, I guess. Probably. Or because we're already in like a 3-4 game hole here. So we will see you for some franchise mode, I suppose. And take care.